What's up gamers, DreamcastGuy here. It's Top 10 Thursday, and this week I am counting down the top 10 E3 predictions. This is probably my favorite time of the year. E3, the Electronic Entertainment Expo. This is when all the biggest, baddest game companies get together to show what they've been secretly working on. Some of these are random guesses by myself, some are educated speculation, and some are based on some pretty concrete rumors. But let's jump in with number 10. Number 10. Final Fantasy 15. We've already heard some major rumblings about Final Fantasy 15. Some people are saying the characters are going to be totally redesigned, all the voices are being re-recorded, and even that story elements are being massively reworked. Seeing big changes in a Square Enix project is never really a surprise, and it actually always usually leads to a better game being taken in new directions. I think at E3 we're going to see our first look at this new overhauled version. Last we heard, the game was only about 60% complete, but I have a strong feeling we're going to see a full extended trailer, probably about 6 to 10 minutes long, and hopefully a release window sometime in 2016. Number 9. The Annuals. Every E3 starts off with all the yearly games being marched out and shown off. Games like Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed are brought out, they show us all the latest changes and slight improvements, and they show us why we should buy it. But I think this year we're going to have a few extras thrown in the mix. They'll probably show Watch Dogs 2 and Titanfall 2, and also show us that this is going to be the new games with a new entry every single year. Both these games sold exceptionally well, and I think they laid good groundwork, even though they weren't the most interesting games overall. Hopefully these games will improve as quickly as Assassin's Creed did. A lot of people forget that the first Assassin's Creed was rather bland, but even by the second game, we were in for an all-new series, and hopefully these games will learn from that pattern. Number 8. Halo 5 Hands-On. After getting to play in the beta, we now know that Halo 5 is going to be a major change to the series, even bigger than the change Halo 4 was compared to Halo 3. Fans are feverish to learn anything they can about this new mysterious plot, along with more glimpses at this faster online gameplay. To keep the hype train rolling, I think Microsoft is going to show us an extended gameplay trailer where they're wandering around a level, and then they're going to have live demo booths on the show floor of multiplayer. Maybe as an extra surprise, they'll also make the servers live again. Let everybody who participated in the original Halo 5 beta play again for an additional 3 days. And really, I think that would keep everybody buzzing to the maximum. Number 7. Mass Effect 4 Teaser. The only reason this isn't higher on the list is because teaser trailers aren't very interesting. It's usually just 45 seconds of some audio followed by a title card. Hopefully with this reveal we'll finally get more information, both on the setting and our new hero. We've already had confirmation that this new game is going to be taking place in the Andromeda Galaxy and feature an all-new protagonist, but other than that, not really much is known. I'm confident that the game will be fantastic, because these developers really know what they're doing. I'm just curious what early glimpses we're going to see. Number 6. Massive Battlefront News. Star Wars is an unstoppable juggernaut in media. Every movie they come out with, every comic they come out with, and every game they come out with sells insanely well. DICE knows this, but I think what they're going to try and do is make Battlefront an all-new experience, something that'll pull in all new fans to the awesome Star Wars universe. What we've learned so far about this title is that it's going to be online only, with no single player and for some reason no space battles, just standard ground combat. This is what they've announced so far anyways. Since we're so close to the launch of the actual game, I'm betting that E3 is going to be their chance to show off all the maps, more vehicles, and all the little intricacies of the gameplay, because here is their last push. They gotta make all the fans they can now to maximize the day one sales. If they play their cards right, I'm betting this is going to be the best-selling multiplayer game of the year. Number 5. Resident Evil 7. Capcom is known to be hard at work making Street Fighter V, but while they're busy with that, we're also hearing subtle rumblings about Resident Evil 7. Small leaks have come out here and there that it's actually going to take place in Raccoon City, the setting of Resident Evils 2 and 3. This is extremely bizarre to hear, mostly because Raccoon City was blown up with a nuclear bomb at the end of Resident Evil 3, so how can they actually have a game set there? Is this going to be a prequel? Is it going to be a side story? Or are they just going to rewrite the entire universe altogether? We just don't know. But you know what? I am extremely excited to see what they do with it. I'm going to make an off-the-wall guess here that Resident Evil 2 is also going to get a full-blown HD remake. Earlier this year, we saw the launch of the Resident Evil Remaster. This was a ground-up reprogramming of the GameCube version from 2003. And you know what? That thing sold exceptionally well. They made millions of dollars, and they're starting to realize that fans really want to try the early series all over again. Number 4. The Nintendo Double Trouble. We already know that Project NX, the next Nintendo console, won't be getting talked about at all at E3, but I think Nintendo instead is going to try and drop 2 big game announcements to remind people that buying the Wii U is still an awesome idea. My guess is they're going to bring out Metroid U. This is going to be an all-new first-person action-adventure game set in the same world as Metroid Prime. The other franchise I'm betting they're going to bring out is what I'm going to call F-Zero Universe. Now, I'm totally making that name up. It's going to be called something like that, but I got a feeling they're going to try and bring back the F-Zero franchise. After the success of Mario Kart 8 and Zombie U, Nintendo now realizes that shooters and racing games are still extremely marketable on the Wii U, and not just your standard platforming action-adventure games. Now, those are just rumors, but I still think Nintendo is going to announce something major to really shake up their conference this year. Number 3. No Man's Sky news and release date. This is one of the most ambitious games to be announced in the last 5 years, and although it looks really interesting, most of the actual details are shrouded in mystery. We understand the general concept. Flying through space, exploring millions of planets that are randomly generated online with friends. Where is this universe going, and really, what is our point in it? The whole experience just looks truly unique. It's a game that doesn't bother fitting into the mold. I think this E3 we're going to see a lot more about the story, and hopefully an actual release date. Number 2. HD collections. Developers are currently pouring every cent they can into making these new, shiny, awesome games. And along the way, I think they're going to need to scrape together some remasters to pay the rent. My guess is we're going to see an Uncharted trilogy, a Kingdom Hearts trilogy, and a Mass Effect trilogy all being fully remastered from the ground up. Along with this, we're probably going to see a new definitive edition of Dishonored and hopefully an HD remake of Final Fantasy XII. All these games were extremely fun on their initial release, and seeing them on the new systems would be even better, especially Mass Effect, because that game is gorgeous, and seeing the tweaks they make would be fantastic. Number 1. Fallout 4. We've heard a lot of rumors about this game being made. We've even seen leaked screenshots of the concept art, and now people are coming forward claiming they worked on a 25-minute gameplay demo. I think it's a strong bet to guess that this is going to be one of the major announcements of E3. But you know what? I'm going to take it a step further. I think at the end of the live gameplay demo that they're going to show, we are going to see co-op. I think we're going to see a second player randomly join and blow everybody's mind. Yes, that's right. I am making the guess that Fallout 4 is going to have some form of online co-op. Bethesda has shown a lot of interest about trying to make more games have online components, but they just never did it quite right. I think with Fallout 4 though, this could make it the most anticipated game of all time, besides, Half-Life 3. This list was in no real order. Everything here just looks exceptional, and I am so excited for E3 2015. If there's any cool rumors I missed or anything else you want to add, please leave it in the comments down below and join the discussion. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up so others can see it. Share it somewhere with your friends, and if it's your first time watching, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, do me the biggest favor of all and keep dreaming. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video, maybe check out my last video. Please subscribe, and if you want, share this somewhere with your friends.